Hey, it's time for another
Everyday Getaway.
And it's a hot spring day in Virginia. It's a Tuesday, so what do? We decided to turn on the oven and make some cookies.
There you go. It is hot though. It's hot and humid. And I'll be honest, our air condition is a little bit on the fritz. So in our house it's really hot and humid. All right, we're gonna do this. Let's bake some cookies. Not just any cookies, but
a famous Crumbl cookie.
There we go. We found a copycat recipe for a Crumbl cookie. It's got some cream cheese. It's got a little bit of graham cracker on it.
Got some caramel on it.
Got some caramel. So, oh, it looks really good.
Looks really good. Let's give it a try.
All right, here we go. All right, let's make some cookies. For just the cookie itself, you need 2 cups of flour. We're using 2 cups of self-rising. If you use the 2 cups of all-purpose, you also need to add in a teaspoon of baking powder. We have a 1/2 cup of white sugar and of brown sugar, light brown sugar that's been packed. 1 egg, a teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of vanilla, and 3/4 cup of butter, which is a 1.5 sticks, and it needs to be unsalted butter. All right, let's give the cookies a try.
Okay, so I went ahead and preheated our oven at 350, and I'm gonna mix together our butter and our 2 sugars, and we're gonna keep mixing it together until it's light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy.
Okay, so I'm gonna start mixing it together here. While this is mixing, we want to take a second and thank all of our new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a couple of minutes and join the Everyday Getaway family.
All right, we're light and fluffy, so we're gonna go in with a couple more things. What you got, Doug?
I'm gonna add in my tablespoon of vanilla.
I love vanilla.
And I'm gonna add my egg.
All right, we'll keep mixing that until that's all combined, and then we'll start on some dry. All right, we're gonna take our 2 cups of flour and whisk it together with the salt. If you're using the all-purpose flour, you will stir in or mix in at this point your baking powder as well. And then we're just gonna start adding this mixture slowly to what's already in the mixer.
So she put in about half of it, and now she's mixing in the other half.
And since last time we did a recipe that had flour mixing, we didn't put this on, and we had an explosion of flour, so we thought, well, we better pull this out for today, just so we didn't have another blooper reel to go. All right, so we're going into the oven. We're gonna scoop out, and I've just got a small ice cream scoop. We are putting the scoops onto a parchment-lined baking pan. They look a little large, but Crumbl cookies are kind of large, and by using the scoop, we're keeping them all the same size.
And they say that you bake them for like 10 to 12 minutes. So we're gonna get them ready and stick them in the oven.
Before going into the oven, they do say to flatten them slightly. So I'm gonna do this like I do smash burgers, with a little piece of parchment and a little bit of pressure, so that we just flatten down just a tad. I guess that gives it its Crumbl shape. And then, like Doug said, we're going in a 350 oven, and we'll see what we come out with. For the cream cheese that's going to go on top of the cookie, we need a 8-ounce block of cream cheese softened, and ours is very softened. We've got a 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and we're going to use a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by mixing my cream cheese, and then I'm going to gradually add my powdered sugar.
Now, the original recipe that for this copycat had 10 ounces of cream cheese and 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, but we didn't buy another thing of cream cheese, so I don't think we'll need that much. So we're just going with the 8 ounces, and I thought we would just cut back on this powdered sugar a bit. And we'll probably cut back on the original vanilla. It said 1.5 teaspoons. I think we'll go a good teaspoon and maybe a little bit more. And I don't know if our cream cheese was really soft. We might have to go ahead and add a little bit more powdered sugar, but I think if you think about the top of a Crumbl cookie, it is kind of soft. So we might add a tad more, but not a lot more of powdered sugar, and then we'll probably set it in the fridge for a little bit. We didn't add any more powdered sugar, but I do think we're gonna go ahead and put it into a piping bag and put it in the fridge. I think the consistency is good, but that way we'll have it nice and easy to get out of that piping bag and let it sit there until the cookies are nice and cooled off. So the cookies cooked about, was it like 14 minutes? They're brown on the edges, and we let them sit for 5 minutes in the pan, and then they go to a cooling rack, and I probably flattened a little bit too much. They are nice and round like a Crumbl cookie, but not as thick. So when it says slightly, I think it means slightly.
Okay, for our toppings for our caramel cream cheesecake cookies, we have our cream cheese mixture that we mixed up. We have store-bought and caramel. We're gonna put a little sea salt on top and finish it off with some graham crackers.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with a nice little cream cheese dollop, followed by caramel. Yeah, let's give it a good little douse of caramel. Some graham crackers that Doug crunched up. A little sea salt. And I think it's ready to go. We're gonna get the rest of those put together and then we'll come back, give them a try. Oh, we realized the recipe had a dab on the top, so there we go, a dab.
Okay, so these look really good. They look as good as the ones at Crumbl.
Yes, they do. Okay, Haley. Haley's our niece. She loves Crumbl cookies. So Haley, this one's for you, and we'll let you know how it is. They are.
Okay, let's give it a little taste here.
All right, it's.
Nice and crunchy on the outside.
Yeah, the cookie itself is crunchy. It's very sweet. The cream cheese cuts it down a little bit. The caramel, delicious, little sea salt in there.
These are probably the best cookies we've made so far.
Yeah, these are delicious. Absolutely, I'd 100% give them a try.
Hey, thanks for joining us today.
Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Join us next Tuesday as we make another fun springtime treat.